The wood frog, scientifically known as Lithobates sylvaticus, is a small terrestrial frog species native to North America. It is well adapted to cold environments and is known for its ability to survive freezing temperatures. Here are some key characteristics and information about the wood frog. Wood frogs are relatively small, with adults typically measuring around 1.5 to 2.75 inches in length. They have a coloration that varies depending on environmental conditions, and can range from brown to reddish brown or even greenish gray. One distinctive feature is the black mask-like marking that extends from each eye down to the eardrum. Wood frogs are found across a broad range in North America, including the northeastern United States and Canada. They have a wide distribution and can inhabit various types of forests and wetlands. These frogs are often associated with forested areas, including deciduous and mixed woodlands, as well as wetlands, swamps, and bogs. They prefer habitats with ample leaf litter and moist conditions. One of the most remarkable features of wood frogs is their ability to withstand freezing temperatures. During the winter, they enter a state of hibernation, during which their body temperature can drop to below freezing. Their body fluids partially freeze, but they produce special antifreeze proteins that protect their cells from damage. This adaptation allows them to survive and recover when temperatures rise in the spring. Wood frogs typically breed in temporary or vernal pools, which are small, shallow bodies of water that form in the spring from snowmelt and rain. Males call to attract females, and after mating, females lay masses of eggs in the water. Tadpoles hatch from the eggs and develop into froglets before leaving the water. Wood frogs are primarily insectivorous and feed on a diet of various small invertebrates, including insects, spiders, and other arthropods. Wood frogs are generally not considered threatened or endangered, and their populations are stable. However, they can face habitat loss and fragmentation due to urban development and other human activities. Conservation efforts often focus on protecting wetland habitats and maintaining connectivity between breeding sites. Wood frogs are known for their unique adaptations to cold environments, and are often studied by scientists interested in understanding freezing tolerance and cold hardiness in amphibians. They are also a valuable part of the ecosystems they inhabit, helping control insect populations and serving as prey for various predators. The hellbender, scientifically known as Cryptobranchus eleganiensis, is a large aquatic salamander species native to the eastern United States. Hellbenders are known for their impressive size, distinctive appearance, and unique habitat preferences. Here are some key characteristics and information about the hellbender. Hellbenders are one of the largest salamander species in North America and can grow to lengths of up to 29 inches or more. They have a flattened body with loose, wrinkled skin that hangs in folds along their sides. Their skin coloration varies, but is typically brown or gray with mottled patterns of darker spots. They have small eyes and a wide, flattened head. Hellbenders are found in the eastern United States, including parts of the Appalachian region. They inhabit clear, fast-flowing streams and rivers in this region. These salamanders are entirely aquatic and are well adapted to life in flowing water. They are often associated with rocky stream beds, and prefer habitats with plenty of crevices and hiding places among rocks. They are also commonly found in areas with cool, well-oxygenated water. Hellbenders are primarily nocturnal, which means they are most active at night. During the day, they hide under rocks or in stream crevices to avoid predators and maintain moisture. Their diet primarily consists of aquatic invertebrates, such as crayfish, insects, small fish, and worms. They are sit-and-wait predators, ambushing prey that comes within reach. Hellbenders have a unique way of obtaining oxygen. They have loose folds of skin that increase the surface area for gas exchange, allowing them to absorb oxygen directly from the water through their skin. Hellbenders have a fascinating reproductive behavior. Males create and guard nesting sites under large rocks, where they attract females. Females lay their eggs, and males fertilize them externally. Males continue to guard the nest and may fan the eggs to provide oxygen until they hatch into aquatic larvae. Hellbenders are currently listed as either threatened or of special concern in many states within their range, due to habitat degradation, water pollution, and other factors. Conservation efforts are aimed at protecting their stream habitats, raising awareness about their conservation needs, and monitoring populations. Hellbenders are unique and ecologically important amphibians, playing a role in maintaining the health of the freshwater ecosystems they inhabit. Their conservation is essential for the preservation of these unique and sensitive habitats in the eastern United States. The European fire salamander, scientifically known as Salamander salamandra, is a striking and well-known species of salamander found in various parts of Europe. These amphibians are notable for their vibrant, black and yellow coloration, which serves as a warning to potential predators. Here are some key characteristics and information about the European fire salamander. European fire salamanders have a distinctive color pattern, featuring a glossy black body with bright yellow or orange spots and stripes. The coloration varies among individuals, but the contrast between the black and yellow is a common feature. Their skin is smooth, and they have a relatively stout body. Adult European fire salamanders typically reach lengths of 6 to 8 inches, although some individuals may grow slightly larger. These salamanders are native to various regions of Europe, including parts of Western, Central, and Southern Europe. They can be found in countries such as Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and the Balkans. European fire salamanders inhabit a variety of forested and woodland habitats, often near cool, clear streams and damp areas. They are primarily terrestrial but require access to water for breeding. These salamanders are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. During the day, they seek refuge in damp crevices, under logs, or in burrows to avoid desiccation and predators. European fire salamanders are carnivorous and primarily feed on small invertebrates, such as insects, earthworms, slugs, and snails. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding typically occurs in late summer or early autumn. Males use pheromones to attract females, and courtship involves elaborate displays. After mating, females lay eggs in damp areas, such as under rocks or in burrows. The larvae hatch from the eggs and eventually transform into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. European fire salamanders are not considered endangered as a species. However, some populations may be threatened by habitat loss due to deforestation and urban development. Additionally, they can be sensitive to pollution and changes in environmental conditions. Conservation efforts aim to protect their natural habitats and monitor populations in specific regions. The European fire salamander is a charismatic and iconic amphibian species in Europe. Its striking appearance and its role as an indicator of environmental health make it a subject of interest for nature enthusiasts and conservationists. The Suriname toad, scientifically known as pipa, is a unique and fascinating aquatic frog found in the Amazon basin and surrounding regions of South America, including Suriname, Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. This amphibian is particularly known for its distinct appearance and extraordinary reproductive behavior. Here are some key characteristics and information about the Suriname toad. The Suriname toad has a distinctive and flattened appearance. It has a broad, leaf-like body that is dark brown to gray in color. Its skin is covered in irregular wart-like bumps and tubercles. Its limbs are relatively short and broad, and the fingers and toes are webbed, which aids in swimming. Adult Suriname toads are relatively large and can reach lengths of up to 8 inches or more. These frogs are primarily aquatic and are found in slow-moving or stagnant bodies of water such as ponds, swamps, and flooded forests. They are often associated with densely vegetated aquatic habitats. Suriname toads are highly adapted to an aquatic lifestyle. They are primarily nocturnal and are excellent swimmers. They are also known for their burrowing behavior, often hiding in the substrate at the bottom of their aquatic habitats. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Suriname toad is its reproductive behavior. The female carries her eggs on her back. During mating, the male fertilizes the eggs, and the female presses them onto her back, where they become embedded in her skin. The skin then grows over the eggs, forming pockets in which they develop. When fully developed, the baby toads, known as tadpoles, emerge from small openings in the mother's back. This unique reproductive strategy is often referred to as back brooding. Suriname toads are carnivorous and feed on a diet of aquatic invertebrates such as insects, crustaceans, and small fish. They are opportunistic feeders and use their long, sticky tongue to capture prey. While the Suriname toad is not currently listed as endangered, its populations can be impacted by habitat loss and degradation due to deforestation and pollution. Conservation efforts often focus on protecting the aquatic habitats where they live. The Suriname toad's distinctive appearance and intriguing reproductive behavior have made it a subject of fascination for both biologists and amphibian enthusiasts. Its adaptations for life in aquatic environments and its unique reproductive strategy are examples of the incredible diversity of amphibians found in tropical regions. Glass frogs are a group of frogs belonging to the family Centralinidae. They are collectively referred to as glass frogs due to their translucent, or semi-transparent, abdominal skin, which allows you to see their internal organs, including the heart, liver, and intestines. These unique frogs are found primarily in Central and South America, particularly in rainforests and cloud forests. Here are some key characteristics and information about glass frogs. Glass frogs come in various sizes, with most species being relatively small, typically ranging from 0.8 to 3 inches in length. Their most distinctive feature is their translucent abdominal skin, which makes them appear as if they are made of glass. The rest of their body may be green or other colors, which can vary among species. Their skin is often smooth, and may have subtle patterns or markings. Glass frogs are primarily found in tropical and subtropical rainforests, cloud forests, and montane regions. They are commonly associated with riparian habitats, such as streams and rivers, where they breed and lay their eggs on leaves overhanging the water. These frogs are often arboreal, meaning they spend much of their time in trees and shrubs. They are nocturnal, becoming active at night to hunt for insects and other small invertebrates. Glass frogs are known for their unique reproductive behavior. They lay their eggs on the undersides of leaves that overhang streams or other water bodies. The male frogs are responsible for guarding the eggs, keeping them moist, and protecting them from predators. When the tadpoles hatch, they drop into the water below where they continue their development. Glass frogs use vocalizations to communicate and establish territory. Their calls can vary among species and may be used for mating or territorial purposes. Many glass frog species are sensitive to habitat destruction and environmental changes, including water pollution. As a result, some species are considered threatened or endangered. Conservation efforts focus on protecting their natural habitats and monitoring populations. The family Centrolenidae contains over 150 species of glass frogs, making it a diverse group of amphibians. Each species may have its own unique coloration, call, and habitat preferences. Glass frogs are known for their remarkable transparency and interesting reproductive behaviors. They are often considered an indicator species for the health of their rainforest habitats, as their presence or absence can provide insights into the overall ecological condition of an ecosystem. Their unique characteristics make them a subject of interest for researchers and nature enthusiasts alike. The African dwarf frog, scientifically known as Hymenopterus, is a small, aquatic frog species native to various parts of sub-Saharan Africa. These frogs are popular in the pet trade and are often kept in home aquariums. Due to their charming appearance and relatively easy care requirements, here are some key characteristics and information about the African dwarf frog. African dwarf frogs are small amphibians, with adult individuals typically ranging from 1 to 1.5 inches in length. They have a streamlined body and relatively short legs. In the wild, African dwarf frogs are found in slow-moving or stagnant freshwater habitats, including ponds, swamps, and slow-flowing streams. They are often associated with dense aquatic vegetation, which provides shelter and breeding sites. These frogs have a smooth, shiny skin that can vary in color from olive green to brown, with some individuals displaying a mottled pattern. They have webbed feet, which are adapted for swimming, and a pair of small, round upward-facing eyes that allow them to see both above and below the water's surface. African dwarf frogs are primarily aquatic, and are highly adapted for life in the water. They are excellent swimmers and have powerful hind legs for propulsion. They are also capable of taking gulps of air at the water's surface, as they have lungs in addition to their skin, allowing them to breathe both underwater and in the air. These frogs are carnivorous and primarily feed on a diet of small, aquatic invertebrates, such as insects, worms, and crustaceans. In captivity, they can be fed a diet of commercially available aquatic frog pellets and live or frozen foods. Breeding in African dwarf frogs typically occurs in the water. Males will vocalize to attract females, and after mating, females release eggs that attach to aquatic vegetation. The male then fertilizes the eggs externally. Tadpoles hatch from the eggs and undergo metamorphosis to become juvenile frogs. African dwarf frogs are often kept in community aquariums with other peaceful fish species. However, it's important to choose tankmates carefully, as some fish may be aggressive or eat the smaller frogs. Additionally, since these frogs are relatively slow swimmers, they may have difficulty competing for food with faster fish. African dwarf frogs are not currently considered endangered, and they are not listed on the International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List. However, their populations can be impacted by habitat destruction and water pollution in their native habitats. African dwarf frogs are popular among aquarium enthusiasts for their charming appearance and ease of care. When keeping them in captivity, it's essential to provide a suitable aquatic habitat with clean water and appropriate food to ensure their well-being. The cane toad, scientifically known as Rhinella marina, is a large and highly invasive species of toad native to South and Central America, including regions of Mexico, Central America, and northern South America. It is one of the most widely recognized and problematic amphibian species in the world, primarily due to its introduction to various regions outside its native range. Here are some key characteristics and information about the cane toad. Adult cane toads are relatively large, with individuals typically reaching lengths of 4 to 6 inches or more. They have a robust, warty appearance with rough, dry skin that can vary in color from gray to brown or reddish-brown. They often have distinct large parotid glands behind their eyes. Originally native to South and Central America, cane toads have been introduced to numerous countries including Australia, the Caribbean, Pacific Islands, and parts of the southeastern United States. Cane toads are highly adaptable and can thrive in a variety of habitats, including tropical and subtropical rainforests, grasslands, agricultural areas, and urban environments. They are commonly found near water sources. Cane toads are primarily terrestrial, but are skilled swimmers. They are known for their ability to burrow into the ground and for their nocturnal behavior, as they are most active at night. Cane toads are voracious eaters and are opportunistic carnivores. They primarily feed on a diet of insects, including beetles, ants, and other small invertebrates. However, they are also known to consume a wide range of other prey, including smaller frogs and even small mammals. Cane toads possess toxic skin glands that secrete a potent chemical cocktail when threatened. This toxin, known as bufotoxin, is highly toxic to many predators and can cause severe illness or death if ingested. Many native predators in regions where cane toads have been introduced are not adapted to this toxin and can suffer population declines when they consume the toads. Cane toads are considered one of the world's most notorious invasive species. Their introduction to new regions, particularly Australia, have had devastating ecological consequences. They have few natural predators in these introduced areas, allowing their populations to explode and negatively impact native wildlife. Various control measures have been implemented in regions where cane toads have become invasive. These efforts include trapping, culling, and public education campaigns to discourage handling or consumption of the toads. The cane toad is a prime example of the ecological problems associated with the introduction of invasive species. While they may have been introduced with the intention of controlling pest insects, their impact on native ecosystems and wildlife has been overwhelmingly negative. Efforts to mitigate their effects and prevent further spread continue in regions where they have become a problem. The alpine newt, scientifically known as Ichthyosaura alpestris, is a species of newt found in mountainous regions of Europe. It is a well-known and strikingly colored amphibian known for its sexual dimorphism, unique courtship displays, and diverse range of coloration. Here are some key characteristics and information about the alpine newt. Alpine newts exhibit sexual dimorphism, meaning males and females have different physical characteristics. Males are typically smaller than females and have more vibrant coloration. During the breeding season, male alpine newts develop a bright blue dorsal stripe that runs down their back, which is especially prominent during courtship displays. In contrast, females have a more subdued coloration, often brown or green, and lack the blue stripe. Adult alpine newts range in size, with males generally measuring between 3 to 4 inches in length, while females can grow slightly larger, reaching lengths of 4 to 5 inches. Alpine newts are native to various mountainous regions of Europe, including the Alps, the Carpathians, and the Jura Mountains. They are found in countries such as Austria, Switzerland, Germany, France, Italy, and Slovenia. These newts inhabit a variety of freshwater habitats within mountainous areas, including ponds, small lakes, slow-moving streams, and wetlands. They are often associated with forested or wooded environments. Alpine newts are primarily terrestrial but require access to water for breeding. They are most active during the breeding season in early spring, when they migrate to aquatic breeding sites. Outside of the breeding season, they spend much of their time on land, hiding under leaf litter, logs, and rocks. Their diet primarily consists of small invertebrates, such as insects, crustaceans, worms, and other aquatic prey. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding typically occurs in early spring when males migrate to breeding sites in ponds and other water bodies. Males perform elaborate courtship displays, involving visual signals and tactile stimulation, to attract females. Once courtship is successful, females lay their eggs individually on aquatic plants. The eggs hatch into aquatic larvae, which eventually undergo metamorphosis and transform into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Alpine newts are not considered globally threatened, but their populations can be impacted by habitat loss and water pollution. In some regions, they are protected by law, and conservation efforts focus on preserving their breeding sites and habitats. The alpine newt is a fascinating and visually striking species with unique reproductive behaviors. It is often studied by researchers and is appreciated by amphibian enthusiasts for its beauty and ecological role in mountain ecosystems. The American toad, scientifically known as Anaxyrus americanus, is a widespread and familiar species of toad found throughout eastern North America. It is one of the most common and easily recognized amphibians in its range. Here are some key characteristics and information about the American toad. American toads have a distinctive appearance with rough, bumpy skin that can range in color from brown to gray, olive, or reddish brown. They often have darker colored warts or spots on their back, which can vary in pattern. A key feature is the presence of prominent parotoid glands behind their eyes, which secrete toxins as a defense mechanism. Their undersides are generally lighter in color. Adult American toads typically measure between 2.5 to 4 inches in length. Females are generally larger than males. These toads are native to eastern North America, with their range extending from the Atlantic coast to the Great Plains, and from southern Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. They have adapted to various terrestrial and aquatic habitats within this range. American toads are highly adaptable and can be found in a wide range of habitats, including forests, grasslands, wetlands, and urban areas. They are commonly associated with terrestrial environments, but require access to water for breeding. American toads are primarily terrestrial, but are also capable swimmers. They are mostly nocturnal and become active at night to forage for food. During the day, they seek shelter in moist, hidden locations to avoid desiccation and predators. These toads are carnivorous and have a diet that primarily consists of insects, spiders, worms, and other small invertebrates. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding typically occurs in the spring, often after heavy rains. American toads migrate to aquatic breeding sites, such as ponds, wetlands, and slow-moving streams. Males call to attract females, and after mating, females lay long strings of gelatinous eggs. The eggs hatch into tadpoles, which develop in the water before undergoing metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles. American toads are generally not considered endangered or threatened, and their populations are stable in many areas. However, like many amphibians, they can be affected by habitat loss, pollution, and disease. Conservation efforts often focus on preserving their breeding sites and habitats. The American toad is an iconic and ecologically important amphibian species in eastern North America. Its adaptability and role as a natural insect predator make it a valuable part of the ecosystem. It is also a subject of interest for amateur naturalists and educators due to its distinctive appearance and widespread distribution. The blue poison dart frog, scientifically known as Dendrobus tinctorius, relajarse, is a species of poison dart frog native to the rainforests of southern Suriname and adjacent northern Brazil. These frogs are famous for their stunning blue coloration and are among the most vibrant and visually striking amphibians in the world. Here are some key characteristics and information about the blue poison dart frog. Blue poison dart frogs are known for their bright blue coloration, which can vary in shade from light turquoise to deep azure. They have smooth, shiny skin and a slender, elongated body. The vibrant blue color serves as a warning to potential predators, as these frogs are highly toxic. Adult blue poison dart frogs are relatively small, typically measuring between 1.2 to 2 inches in length. These frogs are native to a limited range in the Tumac Mountains of southern Suriname and adjacent regions of northern Brazil and South America. Blue poison dart frogs inhabit tropical rainforests and are often found near slow-moving streams, rivers, or small bodies of water. They are primarily terrestrial, but require access to water for breeding. These frogs are diurnal, meaning they are active during the daytime. They are known for their bold and active behavior, often foraging for small invertebrates among leaf litter on the forest floor. Blue poison dart frogs are insectivorous and primarily feed on a diet of small invertebrates, such as ants, mites, and other tiny arthropods. Their diet contributes to their toxicity, as they sequester alkaloid toxins from their prey, making them unpalatable and even deadly to potential predators. Blue poison dart frogs are among the most toxic animals on Earth. The bright coloration serves as a warning to predators that they are toxic. The toxins are believed to be derived from the frog's diet of certain ants and mites. Indigenous people have used these toxins to poison the tips of blow darts, which is how they earned the name dart frogs. Blue poison dart frogs are currently listed as a species of least concern in terms of conservation status. However, their limited range and habitat destruction due to deforestation pose potential threats to their populations. Conservation efforts focus on protecting their natural habitats and studying their behavior and ecology. Blue poison dart frogs are prized by amphibian enthusiasts for their stunning appearance, but should be kept only by experienced keepers due to their toxicity and specific care requirements. In their native rainforest habitats, they play important roles in controlling insect populations and contribute to the overall ecological balance. The Goliath frog, scientifically known as Conroe goliath, is the largest frog species in the world, both in terms of size and weight. These colossal amphibians are native to the rainforests of West Africa, particularly in Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea. Here are some key characteristics and information about the Goliath frog. Goliath frogs are known for their enormous size. Adult individuals can reach lengths of up to 12.6 inches or more, with some reports of specimens reaching up to 15 inches. Their weight can exceed 3.3 pounds. Males are typically smaller than females. These frogs have a distinctive appearance with large, robust bodies covered in mottled green and brown skin. They have long, powerful legs with webbed feet and strong toes. Their eyes are relatively small, and their mouths are wide. Goliath frogs are primarily found in fast-flowing rivers and streams in the dense rainforests of West Africa. They are semi-aquatic and require access to clean, flowing water. They are often associated with rocky habitats and are known to hide under boulders and rocks. Goliath frogs are mostly aquatic, although they can also spend time on land. They are not strong swimmers and are typically found in areas with gentle currents. They are believed to be largely solitary in nature. These large frogs are carnivorous and primarily feed on a diet of insects, crustaceans, small fish, and other aquatic prey. Their diet is adapted to their aquatic lifestyle, and they use their strong jaws to capture and swallow their prey whole. Breeding in Goliath frogs typically occurs during the rainy season when rivers and streams swell. Males produce loud calls to attract females. The females lay large clutches of eggs, which are typically attached to rocks in fast-moving water. Tadpoles hatch from the eggs and undergo a lengthy period of development in the water before metamorphosing into froglets. Goliath frogs are currently listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature due to habitat destruction, water pollution, and overhunting for the pet trade and traditional medicine. Conservation efforts focus on protecting their natural habitats and raising awareness about their conservation needs. The Goliath frog's impressive size and rarity make it a subject of interest for scientists and amphibian enthusiasts alike. Its vulnerability to habitat loss and degradation highlights the importance of preserving the rainforest ecosystems where it is found. Efforts to conserve this unique frog species are crucial to its survival in the wild. The green salamander, scientifically known as Anaedes aeneas, is a small to medium-sized salamander species native to the eastern United States. This unique salamander is known for its striking green coloration and its preference for cool, moist habitats. Here are some key characteristics and information about the green salamander. The green salamander is named for its vibrant green coloration, which can range from bright green to yellowish green. They have a slender body with a relatively long tail and long legs. Their skin is smooth and moist, and they have distinctive black flecks, or spots, scattered across their body. Adult green salamanders typically measure between 4 to 5 inches in length. They are considered a medium-sized salamander species. Green salamanders are native to a limited range in the eastern United States, particularly in the Appalachian Mountains. Their range includes parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. These salamanders are often associated with cool, moist, and rocky habitats, such as cliff, rock crevices, and talus slopes and deciduous and mixed woodlands. They are highly arboreal and can often be found on rock faces, under loose bark, or in rock crevices. Green salamanders are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. During the day, they seek shelter in rock crevices, or under bark to avoid desiccation and predators. Their diet primarily consists of small invertebrates, including insects, spiders, and other arthropods. They use their long, sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding typically occurs in the fall. Females lay small clutches of eggs in rock crevices, which are guarded by the female until they hatch into aquatic larvae. The larvae then undergo metamorphosis, transforming into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Green salamanders are considered a species of concern in some states within their range, primarily due to habitat loss and degradation. They are particularly sensitive to changes in temperature and moisture levels in their rocky habitats. Conservation efforts aim to protect their specialized habitats and monitor their populations. The green salamander's striking coloration and specialized habitat preferences make it a unique and ecologically important species in the Appalachian region. Efforts to conserve their habitats and maintain the quality of their rocky environments are crucial for their survival. The Texas horned lizard, often simply referred to as the horned lizard, or horny toad, is a distinctive and iconic reptile native to the southern United States and Mexico. These lizards are known for their sticky appearance, flattened body, and their ability to shoot blood from their eyes as a defense mechanism. Here are some key characteristics and information about the Texas horned lizard. Texas horned lizards have a unique appearance that sets them apart from other lizard species. They have a flattened, oval-shaped body covered in rough, pointed scales. Their most prominent feature is a row of large, pointed, horn-like scales along their back and around their head, which gives them their name. Their coloration can vary but often includes shades of gray, brown, or tan, providing camouflage in their arid habitats. Adult Texas horned lizards typically measure between 2.5 to 4.5 inches in length. These lizards are native to the southern United States, including parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, New Mexico, and Arizona, as well as northern Mexico. Texas horned lizards are typically found in arid or semi-arid habitats, including grasslands, deserts, shrublands, and open woodlands. They are often associated with sandy or loose soils. These lizards are insectivorous and primarily feed on a diet of ants and other small arthropods. They are known for their specialized tongue, which is adapted for capturing ants. Texas horned lizards are relatively slow-moving and rely on their cryptic coloration and spiky appearance for protection. When threatened, they can puff up their bodies and attempt to make themselves appear larger. They are also capable of shooting blood from their eyes, a unique defense mechanism that can deter predators. Breeding in Texas horned lizards typically occurs in the spring or early summer. The males lay small clutches of eggs in burrows or shallow depressions in the ground. After hatching, the young lizards are relatively independent. Texas horned lizards have experienced population declines in many parts of their range due to habitat loss, urban development, and changes in land use. Conservation efforts aim to protect their natural habitats raise awareness about their importance, and conduct research on their biology and ecology. Texas horned lizards are considered an iconic species in the southwestern United States, and they have been the subject of fascination for many people due to their unique appearance and behaviors. Conservation efforts are essential to ensure the continued survival of these charismatic reptiles in their native habitats. The spotted salamander, scientifically known as Ambystoma maculatum, is a species of terrestrial salamander native to eastern North America. These salamanders are named for the distinctive yellow or orange spots that adorn their dark bodies. Spotted salamanders are well known for their vernal pool breeding behavior, and are commonly found in deciduous forests. Here are some key characteristics and information about the spotted salamander. Spotted salamanders have a robust, elongated body with smooth, shiny skin. Their coloration is generally black or dark gray with bright yellow or orange spots scattered across their back and sides. These spots vary in size and can sometimes merge into irregular patterns. Adult spotted salamanders typically measure between 6 to 9 inches in length, with females often being larger than males. Spotted salamanders are native to eastern North America, with their range extending from the Great Lakes region and eastern Canada down to the Gulf of Mexico. They can be found in a variety of deciduous and mixed woodlands. These salamanders are primarily terrestrial, but are associated with forested habitats. They are commonly found in deciduous forests, where they spend most of their time hiding under logs, leaf litter, and other debris. Spotted salamanders are nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are generally solitary and spend much of their time underground, or in hiding during the day to avoid predators and desiccation. Their diet primarily consists of small invertebrates, such as insects, worms, slugs, and other terrestrial prey. They use their long, sticky tongue to capture prey. Spotted salamanders are known for their unique breeding behavior. They typically breed in temporary or vernal pools during the spring, which are small, shallow bodies of water that fill with rainwater or snowmelt. Males deposit spermatophores in the water, and females pick them up to fertilize their eggs. The females lay large masses of eggs, which are attached to submerged vegetation. The eggs hatch into aquatic larvae, which undergo metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Spotted salamanders are not considered globally threatened, but their populations can be impacted by habitat destruction and fragmentation. They are particularly vulnerable to changes in breeding pool habitats, as vernal pools can be destroyed or polluted by human activities. Conservation efforts focus on preserving vernal pools and maintaining suitable breeding habitats for these salamanders. The spotted salamander's striking appearance and unique breeding behavior make it a subject of interest for amphibian enthusiasts and researchers alike. Their role in forest ecosystems as both predators and prey contributes to the ecological balance of their habitats.